I'm Rick Atkinson. I'm the author of the Revolution trilogy, including the second volume in the trilogy, The Fate of the Day. Well, George Washington, of course, is the father of our country, proverbially. Washington's capabilities as a general include, he's got a brain organized for executive action. He's got an adhesive memory. He's very articulate, both in writing and orally. He commands a room. He's 6'2" at a time when the average man was 5'8". He really has presence. He's a terrific horseman. He's lucky. He's got luck on his side. Napoleon cherished that trait most among all traits in his generals, and Washington's got that. He's got the ability to see the horizon even as he's fighting in close contact with his enemy. He never takes his eye off what the long-term ambition of his military campaigning is about, which is ultimately to defeat the British. He doesn't have to win, he has to just not lose. He knows the British have to win, and that's a different thing, and he recognizes that strategic imperative. We see Washington over the course of the first several years of the war growing into the role. He's physically robust, which is really important at a time when sickness fells so many. More soldiers by far die of sickness than of battle wounds. Washington never even seems to catch cold. And that's important to project that kind of vigor and health. He's got the ability to learn from his mistakes, of which there are many. He's got a lot of defects, and I think it needs to be acknowledged that he is an imperfect man. He's got feet of clay just like the rest of us. He's not a particularly good tactician as the commander of the Continental Army. He makes a number of mistakes on the battlefield. When he becomes commander-in-chief and takes over the new Continental Army in July of 1775, he's had only 5 years of military experience as a militia colonel, always fighting, always commanding under British superiors in the French and Indian War. But he's been out of uniform for 16 years when he suddenly becomes the commanding general of the rebel army. He's got a lot to learn. There's a lot of things he doesn't know. He doesn't know much about cavalry, even though Jefferson said he was the greatest horseman of his age. He doesn't know anything about continental logistics, how you feed and supply an army that's spread over 13 states from Georgia to New Hampshire. Washington doesn't recognize initially the sacrifice that these men are making in order to join him in the cause of trying to unshackle ourselves from the British Empire. This is a major sacrifice that these soldiers have made to fight with him, and Washington is not initially appreciative of it. He comes to realize that the soldiers he's leading have made enormous sacrifices on behalf of their common cause. He comes to appreciate New Englanders. He's a Virginian. New England is a different country for him. He's going to learn, and they're going to make common cause together, and they're going to find that mystical bond between leader and led that is so extraordinarily important in any military campaign, and none more important than Washington's relationship with his troops in the American Revolution. He also recognizes that the main objective for him is to hold together the Continental Army, which is the long pole in the tent of the cause. The 13 states are bound together, not so much by ideals, but they're bound together by the Army. And he, of course, embodies the Army, he leads the Army, and his ability to hold the Army together and to make it the symbol of the aspirations of the 13 individual states, which in turn binds together soldiers from those 13 states. It's the beginning of the Republic, and he is there, he's present at the creation when that Republic is being born during the Revolution.